American Roads represents to me the open doors of endless opportunity that await those willing to go and seek them out.
A huge indoor-outdoor car show will be held August 17th at the Saranac Lake Civic Center. Custom modified cars and trucks and vans, antiques, original productions, street rods, street machines, sports cars, special interest vehicles, vans, customs, commercial 2- and 4-wheel drive vehicles. That's the huge indoor-outdoor car show at the Saranac Lake Civic Center, Saturday, August 17th.
Can you tell us about your car and what you'd like to tell us?
87 miles to pick up. It's been lowered 7 inches overall between the suspension and the tires.
Okay, and how long does it take you to clean the engine and keep it spick and span as it is?
10-15 minutes a week.
Okay, how many shows have you been in?
This is the second one in this class.
Okay, what other one have you been?
It was up in Malone last year.
Okay, thank you for your time.
Okay.
Okay, good luck.
It's a new business that we've started in Lake Placid, and it's for classic auto restorations and sales. And this frame that we're presenting today represents basically what we do. We do partial and full restorations, and what we're looking at today is a full restoration where we take the car completely apart, right down to the frame. We sandblast the frame and repaint it, and then every part that's put back on it is either a new part or it's redone so that it looks brand new. And at this stage, we're ready to start working on the body. And when we work on the body, we'll be redoing the body work on that and then putting the car back together. Down the road roll here, and that car I've been showing for over 10 years now, and I show it in both national and international meets for Chevys and other car shows.
Okay, you mentioned the Lake Placid Auto Show. Could you explain a little bit about what's happening there?
Yes, I also belong to the Adirondack Classic Chevy Club, and every Labor Day weekend we put on a car show.
The car is painted in a Deltron black, and it's equipped with a 350 Chevy engine, B&M blower, and Weber side drafts, and all the chroming on it I bought from different places around the Plattsburgh area. And the car was originally painted by Gary Bouvier, who has the Auto Barn, and the wheels are American classics, and the upholstery I just had refinished in a red velvet, crushed red velvet, diamond pleated, and me and my wife put about 200 hours in it, you know, polishing and waxing and different things like that.
How long have you been your interest been in replenishing
I just got into the showing the car about 5 years ago.
Okay.
And Gary Bouvier got me into it, and I've been around to several other car shows in the area and taken 3 or 4 first place, a couple seconds, and some third place showings.
There's no engine in the front. It's located in the rear of the car.
Okay, great. How long have you had this car?
I've had it for 6 months.
Oh, wow. And where did you get it?
My grandfather, Harry Pasno, restores cars, especially Corvairs, and he sold it to me.
Okay. How long have you been interested in cars? How old are you?
I'm 17 now, and ever since I got my license, I love cars.
You do, huh? That's great. Are you planning on probably future shows? And
well, today was a kind of surprise for me since my brother organized the show, and he kind of persuaded me to enter my car. So
great. It's like a family affair.
Yeah,
then,
it was.
huh?
Yeah.
Good. Could you tell us a little bit why the engine is in the back? Why did you decide
Chevrolet,
to do that?
Yeah, Chevrolet come out with the idea of putting the engine in the back. It's more of a traction type idea. It gives the car more traction in the wintertime. No need for snow tires. It's great for traction in the winter.
Oh, good. Okay, well, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Talking to a friend this morning in Plattsburgh, and just happened to mention to me that there's a car show in Saranac Lake, and I was like, well, I'm heading by that direction today anyway, and if I see the signs, I'll pull in. And I came in and saw another individual entering the car, and I realized it wasn't too late, so I just hosed it down and parked it in here.
Great. Would you like to tell us about it, please?
This is it's a 1965 Ford Falcon, My father bought it used in '69, and when I was about 15 years old, he gave it to me, and I've been trying to upkeep it ever since.
Oh, great. You mentioned another vehicle that you had, or do you still have, or?
No, what I was saying earlier is I usually don't drive this car every day, and I was in California for about 8 months, and I sold my truck before I went out and hadn't had an opportunity to buy another automobile, so this is my everyday car for right now.
The door handles are out of an American Motors car. Side door is gull-wing door, full custom interior. We've just modified about everything on the van, and we do this for fun. We travel around a lot. We cover many parts of the country. Last year we went out to Ohio for the van national event. There were 1,800 vans there. So far this year we've been to Pennsylvania, we've been to Connecticut, we've been to Rhode Island for a run. We'll be going shortly to Rutland, Vermont for a car show, and then we're going to be going to one down in Milton, Pennsylvania, one out in Michigan that we go to every year, and several in Massachusetts. We do a lot in the New England seacoast. Vanning has kind of died out. In the 70s, vanning was the thing. People that had to have a van, it's just the same as they did. For a while, 10-speed bicycles were a fad. Everybody had to have a 10-speed bicycle. They bought it, put it on their front porch, rode it one time, never rode it again. Vans got to be a fad, and everybody bought a van. Now they're just some of us old diehards around, and we're getting to be almost dinosaurs. But it's a fun thing to do. There are still quite a few of us around. I happen to be president of a van club that incorporates people within the Northeast. We've got members in Massachusetts, we've got members in New Hampshire, in Vermont. We've got about 17 vans in our club, and it's a pretty close-knit group. And the beauty of these events that we go to is you're with your friends, and that's the whole purpose of vanning, car shows, or whatever you want to do. It's not the car is a conversation piece, and it's something to start a friendship with, and that's what we do. And my son has been working on his van for a few years, and he's coming along well with that. And it's difficult to do because it takes money, and none of us have a lot of money. No,
Would you like to tell us a little bit about how you got into this, or?
Well, I got into it mostly from my father, and he got his, and we went to a few van-ins with him, and it was really exciting. I really enjoyed it. So when I could, I got my vans, and this is my third, and this is the best one so far. It still needs a lot of work, and but we're enjoying it, and my father's been helping me out a lot on it.
When is your next showing besides here?
I'm going to Rutland with my father. Rebuilt the motor completely in it. It's all bored out and cammed and everything, so it runs really good now. And that's the most important thing, is to get it running good first, and then do the body work and the cosmetic part second, so that you can get around and not have to worry about breaking down on the road or anything. And I just really enjoy it and hope to do it for a long time.
Oh, great. Good luck to you.
Well, thanks.
Thank you. Thanks for talking with us.
Our entry is a 46 fully customized Chevy. Me and my father did all the work. We took a Nova unibody and cut the old front end off, this underneath, and put a Nova unibody on. We got the Nova rear end in it, and we stuck the Nova dash in it. And we really worked quite a bit on it. We extended these fenders 6 inches more than what they were in order for the big tires we put on.
And what year did you say this was again?
46.
46.
Chevy.
Wow. Can you tell us about the interior a little bit?
Well, the interior, the person better to ask about that was my mother, because she did it all. But my father built that box there, but my mother furred it. Built the box that the gauges are in, but my mother furred that too.
And thank you for talking with us today.
Thank you.
Tell us your name and where you're from.
Tony Comite from Keene, New York.
Okay.
But it's mostly stock and just detailed out. And
how long have you been doing this as a hobby? It's more of a hobby for you,
it's more of a hobby than anything else, right? It's a lot of time invested in it, but it keeps us out of trouble.
That's good. That's what a lot of people are saying here today. We thank you.
Okay.
79 Mark V Continental. Well, one of the last of the big ones.
Okay.
And I brought them over for the first time. I thought this would be a nice chance to show these cars, and maybe at the same time somebody might be interested in them. we don't really follow a lot of these shows, but I do like them. I've always loved Buick, and of course that's why I'm standing here next to this one.
Right, right. How long have you been? How long have you had this car?
We have had this car for about a year and a half, about a year, and it's a very, very nice car, one owner.
What are some of the special features that you've?
The feature of this car is the idea of it being the boat tail Duesenberg back end. That was when Buick decided they were going to make the Riviera different from being the square, and they went into this boat tail. And it's really, really sharp. If you were to see it in the back, I know you're looking here in the front, but you would notice that it's got fabric. It's all different. Then, of course, they changed that and went back to square.
I own a 63 Chevy Impala, two-door hardtop, factory 4-speed. It's got a temporary engine in it till I get the original one back into her. I bought the car in 1967, and I've had it ever since. It's got 294,000 miles on it right now. I started restoring it about 4 years ago, and it's not completely done yet, but in time it will be.
Have you entered this particular vehicle in other shows?
Yes, I have.
And those were?
I entered it in '87 down the Indian Lake. I took a second place. Then I also entered it into Utica College, which I took a second place.
Okay, would you like to tell us a little bit about the special features about the vehicle?
There's really not that many special features with the car, except that after 285,000 miles, the frame rotted out from under it, and I had to replace it with another frame.
That's a lot of work, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
The car is totally original. It had never been restored. Everything on there is stock. What we did was just do some mechanical work to make sure that the car was running, and it runs as you see it. Nothing's ever been touched. It's totally original with 80,000 original miles.
Wow. Okay, and this is its first entry then, right?
It's its first entry. It's to enter it and let people take a look at it.
Okay, well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Deal that we started here 4 years ago and spent a couple of years together building it on the side, and is now my car, and my son has another car.
Okay, would you like to tell us about this particular vehicle?
Well, it's primarily my son's design and doing, and didn't want to see the car apart, so we decided to take and keep it in the family, and I ended up with it. And I'm having a lot of fun with it now myself. Take it to a lot of car shows and throughout the state of New York, and hope to take it to Pennsylvania this year.
Okay, and you were mentioning the build of it from, you built it from scratch?
Well, he bought the basic car and rebuilt the engine, and did a lot of body work and inside work and all with his ideas.
Okay, what other shows do you plan on going to in the
future? Rochester, Glens Falls, Buffalo.
That sounds pretty busy.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. What are your hopes to enter, to do today? How do you feel you'll do today?
I don't know, it's just fun being here.
Oh, good.
It doesn't matter how you do.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, thank you.
Okay.
Number 23, Jim Mazzette, 1938 Chevy pickup. Second place goes to number 4, Tom Hyde, 1912 Hackster. And first place in the antique class goes to number 16, Danny Castle, 1929 Rolls Royce.
Great job. Thank you very much.
In the production class, 1948 to 1959, second place to number 25, Steve Hilbert, with a 1955 Bel Air. And first place to number 18, Doug Hoffman, 1955 Bel Air. In the production class, 1960 to 1969, third place to number 32, Eric Turner, 1965 Ford Falcon. Second place goes to number 31, Rich Collier, with a 1966 Corvair. Way to go, Rich. And first place to number 29, Mike Racine, 1965 Mustang. Thanks for coming up, Mike. In the production class, 1970 to 1989, third place to number 21, Ling Motors, 1971 Buick. Second place to number 17, Will Lanthier, 1970 Cutlass. And first place to number 20, Ling Motors, 1979 Lincoln. The Street Rods, 1948 and older. First place to number 24, Bob Gatto, 1946 Chevy. Thanks, Bob. Street Machines, 1949 to 1969. Third place to number 3, Fred Monette, 1963 Impala. Thanks, Fred, very much. Second place to number 12, Wendell Bickford, 1968 Chevelle. And first place to number 27, Jim Lapierre, 1969 Camaro. Thanks, Jim. Street Machines, 1970 to 1989. Third place to number 5, Dick Lyon, 1979 Nova. Second place to number 28, Stan Wozendozik, 1977 Trans Am. Thanks, Stan. First place to number 11, Dave Oakes, 1980 Z28. Thanks, Dave. Corvette and sports car class, number 2 goes to number 8, Mike Kinville, 1989 Beretta. And first place to number 1, Tony Comite, 1984 Corvette.
We got where we at?
Also in the Corvette sports car class, there was a tie for Rick Lyon, 1987, IROC Z28. And third place went to number 26, Stacy Hathaway, 1981 Corvette.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Yep.
Special interest cars, third place, number 7, Jeff McCaslin, 1965 Ford van. Second place to number 25, Steve Hilbert, 1955 Bel Air. First place, number 6, Ron McCaslin, 1976 Chevy van. Thanks, Ron. In the commercial two-wheel drive class, second place, number 35, Wayne Spinner, 1968 Chevy. Clint Burnett. First place, number 15, Clint Bonnet, 1987 Mazda. Commercial four-wheel drive, second place to number 30, Craig Collier, 1973 Chevy. Congratulations, Craig. And first place to number 9, Mike Kinville, 1987 Chevy. The car voted the best of the show, number 6, Ron McCaslin, 1976 Chevy van. Once again, thank you all very much, and we hope to see you next year.
No siree. I thank my Lord I'm in the land of the free. I love America, yes I do. I salute you, red, white, and blue. What about you? What about you? Rights inalienable, not given by mere man. They are put forth by God's holy hand. Now what does this mean? I tell you straight and true. What God has given, no man can take from you. All good men need do to see evil prevail is nothing. I love America, yes I do. I salute you, red, white, and blue. What about you? What about you and you and you and you and you? What about you? I love these American roads where I'm free to come and go. From the New York hustle in Times Square